Hi everyone, it's Angelina from Sparkling Diva with another reading for you. This time it's about Easter. Easter is almost there, right? And it's quite an important time of the year because it signifies new life, and so in that sense a moment where you can plant new seeds of what you want to manifest later on, during the year basically. So I've drew cards, 4 sets for you to choose from to see what you can plant and which energies, what kind of energy is going to come in for you to help you with that. And so there's 4 cards I think per set from different decks, and we will go through it. I will try to show you the crystals I chose. It might be a bit wobbly, so please bear with me. Oh, hang on. This is the first one. Is carnelian, a carnelian heart, and oops, the second one is this one. The black one is obsidian heart. Then we have a goldstone heart. Oh my god, I'm wobbling, sorry for that. Goldstone. And for number 3, goldstone. And the last one, number 4, is a clear quartz heart. I'm trying to hold the camera still, but it's a bit difficult. Right, I'm hoping we have enough light to do the reading. So please make your choice. I will put the stones here for you to see. So you can choose. Oh, oops, get them inside. So it's carnelian for number 1, black obsidian hard for number 2, number 3 is the goldstone, and otherwise it's the number 4 is the clear quartz. Okay, and I'm gonna start the reading. If you haven't made a choice just yet, then please pause the video because I would like to start. It doesn't get too lengthy. I'm sorry about the movement. Right, move the cards over a little bit so I have space. The carnelian, numbers 1. There's 4 cards. First of all, from the Enchanted map, we have details. And we have divine connection, the holy stone, and a peace offering. So there's 4 buffalo woman, white buffalo calf woman. We're going to start here with the details and the divine connection. The details, I feel that this is about just the energies for with Easter energies, what you can do, what seeds you can plant. And I feel this has to do with something that you wanted to start, manifest for quite some time, because there's all these books and journals there. And it could be a project, it could be a small scale, it can literally be anything, but I do feel it's something that you really are quite passionate about, like your life dream sort of thing, you know, something that is really important to you, and you've been planning and working on that for quite some time, thinking about it, but you haven't done much to manifest it just yet. And I feel that with this Easter, it is the time excuse me, where you can start doing that. And there is a compass here. So it's also like your true north to do that, and which is funny because the next card also speaks of that. The divine connection is about the divine connection, intuition, but it also speaks of your north star, and which is this compass is also pointing to the north, your true north. So that's why I feel this is quite an important something for you that you've wanted to do for quite some time, that you really are inspired to do. And I think it also will work out, will bring you a lot of joy. But because this is details, that does warn you that if there is something like a contract involved, that you do pay heed to the small print in the paperwork. You just have to be careful, just pay attention to the details. Also speaks of clarity, because there is this, if I turn it over, there is a magnifying glass here, and then you can see the word clarity. Well, maybe you can't, but I can anyway. Clarity important underneath in smaller print. So it's about having clarity, which is also what you need your intuition and divine guidance for, to have that clarity. But do pay, if this rings true with you, if there is something that you want to do, a new endeavor, a project, anything that comes with paperwork or contracts, because this can also be a job, right? A new job. Do pay attention to the details of everything. And then we have the holy stone is in protection, or a hag stone. It's also called a hag stone. I kind of feel that this is the energy that's coming in that will help you along with the first cards. I feel that maybe you have been worried about coming in out of the closet, coming into the open with what it is that you want to do. And maybe your own thoughts, thinking it wasn't good enough or that you were going to fail. But I also feel that there have been other people that maybe were against it or negative about it, or maybe people that were interested in it themselves, and maybe that you even fear that they would steal your ID and bring it out as if it was theirs. So this could even also be in a work situation, but I don't think so. It's something that's yours, something that you want and want to create and manifest and bring out into the open. But if there is something that you feel is a threat, it's safe. This is the energy that's coming in, and it is protection. It's coming from the pentagram coming down, and the holy stone is also, the hag stone is also about protection. So it is safe. You are safe. Whatever it is you want to do is safe, because all these negative influences around it, they can't get through that golden yellow light of protection. So it is safe for you to do whatever it is you want to do. And then we have the white buffalo woman, peace offering. So if ever there has been a dispute with someone else, it's about forgiving them, accepting apologies, and because then that's always better, right, than holding a grudge that won't do you any good. And maybe this is concerning someone who's involved with this, whatever it is you want to do, or someone who was against it. I don't know. And let's see what else it says with the be prepared to forgive, accept apologies, but also have a bit of a sense of humor, and have compassion with whomever who is involved in this situation, including yourself. And be open to the point of view from other people or one other person, especially if there has been a misunderstanding about something, because then any negative feelings will soften if you have compassion, if you have understanding for their point of view, and then things will flow much easier. So there is something new that you want to manifest, and I think you've been worried about that for quite some time. But it is safe for you to do that now. Just pay heed to details. But it's safe. It is protected. It's safe. So that also means it's the right time to do that now. So, and it's divinely guided because there is this divine connection. So that is very positive. Thank you for watching, and I hope it resonates. And please let me know if indeed you do have something that you are about to manifest. And so then I'm moving on to the second one. This is the black. You can't even see that. It's so dark. The black obsidian heart. Numbers 2. I'll move the cards from numbers 1 out of the way. I'm sorry for the my hands being there all the time. Cards number 2. Well, let's begin with these first two. We have movement and we have joy. Well, that's wonderful. Movement, it can be literally moving house, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be movement in a way you are thinking, perceiving things. Yeah, and it's joyful. It brings you joy. It brings you pleasure. It is the time to for action, for movement, to not be stuck anymore. I'll get the little booklet out to see what messages it, because I think there is more about that in the little booklet. Yeah, this is the time for positive momentum as you come out of a period of restriction. You are in a stage of new adventure and discovery. You may feel compelled to take a trip, change your hair, or move your home or business. Regardless, you cannot remain where you are anymore. You feel compelled to go forward. No matter what your inquiry, you will see your dreams take form and doors that were previously shut begin to open as if by magic. Movement is also a state of mind. The fog lifts and you know now the actions you need to take. This isn't a time for fear. Let it go and move forward. So it can pertain to a great many things. Some of you may literally be moving house, others, yeah, a change of your hairdo, whatever it is, it will bring you joy. And well, like the interpretation said, is that you cannot stay where you are anymore. You really have to move. It is time. The time is ready for you to move. And then we have the energies that are coming in to help you along with that. And then we have the Book of Shadows is about experience, wisdom that you gain through experience in particular, and Cord, which is about initiation. And let me look that up because it is really quite interesting. The Book of Shadows is what witches use to write down their rituals in, right? Like a journal. It's also about discovery, experiences, and exploring possibilities, exploring yourself. And by doing so, you will make discoveries beyond your imagination. So again, that's movement. Be wise and understanding. Whenever you are deep in the dark night, remember that life is changing. You are about to have worthwhile experiences, and that can help you. I feel this is really quite a change that is coming for you, almost like a transformation. Then the Cord. It could be that you will get some sort of initiation. Yeah, and it may feel like a test to you, but it isn't. It's just to see how ready you are for growth. So it's not a bad thing. And but it also says that if you are in situations that are binding you too tightly, that if you follow the present course, it will become restrictive, and that's not good. That's why you need that movement, likely. So these energies will help you along. It's like you're going to explore yourself. You're going to discover things. There might be an initiation, something new you're going to discover, find out and learn about yourself or a situation. And this, I feel this one is also about a lot of balance, because we have a white column and a black column here. So like yin and yang. So like a balance, inner balance between masculine, feminine energies and action and non-action, and you know, it's balance. There's a lot of wisdom and balance, and you are guided, because all you need to know is in the book. Everything you need to know is in the book, and you have that book. That energy will help you. So whatever you need to make this move to do that, it will come to you. If there's something you need to know, it will come to you, as if by magic, so to speak. It's synchronicity. It will work for you. And then there's a last message as priorities, King Salomo. Prioritize. Learn or say no to things that distract you from your path, if need be, because you are going, I feel, on a new, something new, a new path, a new chapter in your life almost. And prioritize. So don't get distracted. Say no if something does distract you from it. But also, this also says that if need be, not take time out, but make yourself a priority, because this whatever is going to happen, this whatever is going down, this movement you want, and you need that movement, right? Because it said that you cannot stay in this place where you are right now, so you cannot postpone this. You have to do that. So you have to make yourself, and you have to make this a priority. That's a priority right now. Yeah. So there is something new, some shift, quite a big shift, I feel, transformation, but it will bring you joy. It will be good. You will enjoy it. You'll like it. That's for the numbers 2, and then I'm moving on to the numbers 3. Let's see what we have for number 3. We'll begin here. We have slow and steady, and divine light. And slow and steady, I feel that either you have been stuck, or there is something that you really want to do, but it's a bit, you can't move too fast just yet for whatever reason. Maybe there's obstacles in your way, but in general I feel for most who chose number 3 that you're coming out of a situation that was difficult, and so you cannot move all that fast just yet. It's going to take a bit of time, but you are moving, right? So that means that things begin to happen, things begin to shift, things are moving. You're not standing still anymore, you're not stagnant, and slow and steady wins the race, right? And there are these, it's not really sparks here, it's but it looks like sparks to me, and that's what you want to do. That's what you want to follow. It's almost like guidance. You're following these bells with that shiny, sparkling things on them. You're following them. It's like your inner guidance or divine guidance or intuition and inspiration, something you want to do, and you're following that. Because that's the direction you're going. You're looking at that. That's where you're going. But you're still a bit, a bit, maybe a bit reluctant, maybe a little bit afraid of moving away from what's familiar, because she has her arm over her heart chakra. So she didn't really open up completely just yet. But she is making steps. Slowly but surely she is moving away from something that didn't serve her. That's what I feel. Something that didn't serve you or kept you stuck and stagnant, and you're moving away from that. You're beginning to move away from that. And then we have divine light, and that also speaks of healing. Of course, divine light, divine guidance, intuition, and all that stuff. But also, it's also about sunlight, and the sunlight healing. This is the crystal that comes with this card is sunstone, and sunstone also holds the energies of the sun, courage, healing, and that sort of energy. And which is funny because this is I put a sunstone on this deck. And I do that intuitively. I put the stones, the crystals, on these stacks intuitively. I do not choose them myself. That is peculiar. You did have the sunstone, which goes with this card, the Divine Light. Yeah, let me find the message that came with that. 27. Sunstone contains the cleansing, healing power of the sun and shares it with those who ask. Whether you are feeling blue or suffering from more serious conditions, you can support your healing by turning to the Divine Light and nourishing your own inner divinity. When we don't feel well, it is easy for our inner lights to fade. Get the attention you need, whether medical, psychological, or spiritual, while supplementing with big doses of bright divine light. But I feel also sunlight. That may be going out in springtime, right? And hopefully we're going to have more sun. So go out into the sun. That might help you as well to recover, because I feel you have to recover from something you're moving away from. It can be a situation, but of course it can also be like a disease or an illness. You know, maybe you've been sick for some time. I don't know. It feels like you're moving away from something, but slowly, because you're not full power yet. So you need some healing. Which is, whether it's emotional or physical, it doesn't matter. But sunlight could help you and maybe even get a sunstone if that appeals to you. And then we have energies that is coming in to help you. Is the black cat? Is let me see. It's about intuition, psychism. It's about feminine energies of intuition. And the divine connection again, like the divine light, divine connection, but also your intuition. And it is also about, black cats are familiars, right? Spiritual allies, and or allies, basically magical allies. That's more like it, a familiar and magical helper of a witch. It's also about protection, and this doesn't warn you to be beware, but to be aware. So whatever is going on, you have to still be aware of what's going on. So in that sense, it's good that you're going slow, because then you can do that. Then you can be aware and feel, intuit what's going on and whether it's good for you or not. And let's see if there's an additional message with the black cat. Let me quickly look that up. Holy black cat. It also says that watch those in your circle of acquaintances, as someone may not have your best interest at heart. Increase your psychic protection. Withdraw your energy for a while and do what cats do. Curl up and rest. Well, that's also because you can't go fast yet. You don't really have the energy for that yet. That's why you're going slow, like this, the slow and steady. So just take it easy. Just don't try to move faster. Just accept that you simply can't move faster right now. Find some healing. Go outdoors in the sun. And because this is divine light, and this also, the black cat also speaks of psychic abilities and intuition. Just stay in touch with your intuition, so you know what's good for you, what's best for you, and then you also know when you have to remove yourself from a situation if it doesn't serve you. Then we have Hina, freedom. Basically this is freedom, not being stuck anymore, moving in the right direction in that sense. And yeah, that comes back to the first card, this one, the slow and steady, because I do feel you have been stuck for some time and now beginning to move, so you're not stuck anymore. So this is what you can expect with Easter to start happening for you. There will be movement. It won't be really fast, but that's okay. That's okay, because you need your time. You do need your time still. I hope that resonates with you. Please leave me some comments and likes. If even also if it doesn't, I mean, that can happen as well, right? And then I'm going to move on to the next, to number 4. Let's see, you had a clear crystal, and then we have, well, first go to these cards, these 2 cards. Stuck in the mud, the elephant. Well, sometimes you need to be, this is what you can plant, so to speak, what seeds you can plant. Well, you're in the mud. That's a really good place, very fertile place to plant seeds. But you're stuck, and no one wants to be stuck, but sometimes in life you have to be stuck, so you just take a break and stop rushing and struggling and doing and acting and thinking and maybe worrying and all that stuff. You just have to be stuck so you can just be. And then you have the time and space to think about what it is that you actually want and get clarity about what seeds you really want to plant. So in that sense, it's not really a bad thing to be stuck. You know, sometimes you need that. It's just a time out. Recuperate, and then you get clarity. You get the clarity so you know what it is you want. Which seeds am I going to plant? What am I, what do I want to do? What do I want to achieve? And also, it's really funny, looking at this card, I feel like I suddenly see these elephants bathing in mud, you know, rolling around and playing in the mud. And elephants do that because they have a very sensitive skin, and they get sunburned very easily. You know, that their hide looks tough, but actually they have a real sensitive skin. So they roll in the mud to protect themselves. And also sometimes when they have bites from insects that irritate them, to find relief from that. So then they play and roll around in the mud. And so I'm thinking maybe you have been exposed to things that sort of upset you, hurt you, and you need to recover from that a bit. Maybe you also need a little bit of protection, a protective layer around you, and you need a time out to do that, to maybe strengthen your aura again, your natural protection around you. Like an elephant has mud to protect him from sun, from getting sunburned. But also, also to find out which seeds you want to plant, what it is you exactly want to do and bring into fruition, and get clarity concerning that. And you will get that clarity, because this is, that's also coming in. You will get that clarity. So it's not a bad place to be in. You know, you get to roll in the mud and have a bit of fun and find out what it is you want, get clarity. So it's not a bad place to be in at all. Even though it might feel that way. You know, you might feel that way, like you are stuck and not going anywhere. But sometimes when you are passive, you really are going somewhere. And the good thing is, after that, after being not so active or not seemingly active, then sometimes you can suddenly, shoot forward and you can be off. Because then you have the clarity. Then you know what you want. And then you're focused. And then you can go straight for what it is you want and want to do. And that's what the wand is about. The wand is fiery, it's fast, it's masculine energy, it's action, it's doing, it's focus, intention, and going for it. And that's the energy that's going to come in for you. So that's very positive, extremely positive. Because when you're done rolling in the mud and you know what it is you want and which seeds you're going to plant, then you can go for it. The energy is going to support you. It's absolutely wonderful. So maybe you feel stuck for a bit, but then you're going like a rocket. With intention, clear focus, because you have the clarity, clear mind, clarity, you've planted the seeds, and then you can go forwards. It's just wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. And then we have Osiris, I suppose you say in English. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. This is in masculine energy. His father, husband, brother, and son. But it's basically about masculine energy. So that it could be that this was just an extra message. So it could be that. Something to do with a man in your life, like your father or your husband or a son, a brother, whatever, a friend. But it can also be your own masculine energy, that your own masculine energy needs healing, needs balancing. And that goes for women as well, because women also have inner masculine energy, and we need that inner masculine energy to make decisions, to come to action, to do things, so that's why to do the one, to be like the one, to have action, decisions, to focus, to have an intent, and we need the masculine energy. So it could be that that you have to balance your own inner masculine and feminine energies and you can practice that by giving and receiving. And but again, it can also have to do with an important male person in your life. I don't know about that. It is masculine energy. So is this, right? The one is also masculine energy. So maybe your inner masculine energy is going to be more balanced because of because of this entire process. You having clarity, knowing what you want, knowing what you're going to do. Because this first stage is more like the feminine energy, waiting, healing, waiting, getting clarity, waiting, knowing that it's going to come, that it's going to happen. And then after that, you have the masculine energy. When the time is right, you know when to act, you know when to move. That's why we need our masculine energy. And but then it has to be balanced. So this has to do with masculine energy. I'm sorry, I can't make anything more of that. Because I don't like the description in here. That can also mean that a new relationship with a man is being influenced by older relationships, previous relationships with an ex-husband, an ex-partner, boyfriend, your father, or other men. That's also possible, but I don't really see how that would relate to the rest of the cards. It is time for you right now to heal, to let go, to heal old wounds and vulnerabilities concerning men in your life, and to let go of that. Because then you can have healthier relationships also with yourself, because then you can also have a healthier relationship with your inner masculine, and then it can support you, if you're a woman, right, it can support you a whole lot better in taking action, in manifesting, and maybe that's what it is about. That I actually get a really good feeling with that, a vibe with that. But it is to do with healing something from the past, wounding concerning the masculine, maybe an ex-partner or your father issues, something, and then you can have a better, then you heal your inner masculine as well, and then you are better able to take this action, to manifest, to bring into fruition what it is you really want to do. Right. Well, let me know if there is a different meaning for you, a different interpretation for you concerning this card, or if it does ring true what I just said. And also, please just give me some feedback. I like that. and I can learn from that as well. But in any case, it's gonna be very good. It's gonna a good time. Yeah, fruitful. That's not the right word, is it? But it's going to be positive. Even though you may feel stuck for a bit, it's going to be positive. There's going to be action, manifestation, and all that stuff. Good energies coming in. Okay, please let me know if that resonates with you. And I'm going to wish you a very happy Easter. And well, before Easter is there, I'm probably going to be back with another reading. Thank you for watching. And a lot of love and light to you all. Bye.